Hello everyone, welcome to Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. So we're continuing on this. Tata is putting out his favorite nylon. It's what he's going to use for making sure everything's nice and level. And I think he's going to make everything flat, and then he's going to put in the slopes as needed after he gets the nylon in. That's the closest thing I can tell. You need to go down about 4 inches in the center, 4 or 5 even, and the outside perimeter is about where it needs to be. So I don't know how we're going to...
How about the thick of that floor, yeah?
Whatever you think, Tatai, 2-3 inches?
3 inches is me.
Huh?
3 inches.
3 inches? Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm finally getting rid of this large mound of rock that we had transported down here in anticipation of doing this years ago. I've also begun digging out this canal. That looks pretty close to the proper depth there, because look, the transfer between these tanks is going to be going that way. The transfer is going to be right in there somewhere, and it'll be at a much higher water depth. But in the chance that I will at some point need to drain this tank, I don't want to drain it that way because that'll get into the piggery and whatnot. I want to be able to drain it out and drain it into the pond. So in order to do that, this has to be much deeper than what it is. So that's what the guys are doing right now. Now how far we have to go that way, how far we have to extend that down, it could be another 60-70 feet, because it'll have to flow continually that way. So we will see. And this is all going to have a it's all going to be lined with concrete to keep down erosion and weeds. However far it has to go, that's how far it has to go. These 20 sacks here we brought in by multi-cab, and based on what we're going to need is the reason why we had the rest of it delivered. So it came earlier this morning. This is another 50 sacks. We got a tarp as well to cover it. These are all the fittings for the PVC pipe. This is not, they call it Sicolite, powdered waterproofing additive admixture for mortar. Sahara is just a brand name. It's what used to be available, but is no one seems to have it anymore. We bought all that they had. I wanted to get 70 bags because it's a 1-to-1, one little pouch of this, which is 800 grams. 1 pouch of that per sack of cement, and that's the mix. But they only had 35, so we got 35 of those. We got a couple cubits of sand here, and this is the 2-inch pipe for the drain. I'd wanted Tata to get the 1/2 inch. It's not his fault, because I wrote down 1 inch, and he got 1 inch. But I'd wanted to get 1/2 inch. This is for the floating tanks, as is that flat bar. So we should have, I don't know, altogether this is about 30K. We should have enough to complete 1 tank and the ditch. How much we have left over, I don't know. But that's going to be used on the 2nd tank, whose work will begin shortly after the first one is done. Now there's rumors going around, I had mentioned in the E-Boy Has Chickens video, that Ann went to Tagbilaran for a blood transfusion. Well, the blood, Ann has PhilHealth, and so all the care is free, including the blood transfusion. But there's a caveat to that. They need a donor to, it's like a trade, and it's not just a 1 pint for 1 pint. Well, I don't know, I can't say that. They need 3 pints. I don't know if they're going to give Ann 3 pints, or if it's you get 3 people to donate a pint and you get a pint. I don't know exactly what the parameters are in that. My blood pressure, I've still got high blood, so I can't donate. And there's a rumor going around that Tata is going to. And if he donates blood, and it has to happen early tomorrow morning, if he donates blood, then he, of course, absolutely he can't work that day. He's got to have a rest day. So I don't know if we're going to get this completed or not. Marcel is looking around for other people who can do the donation, the blood donation, and we'll see how it goes. As you guys can see, they have the Fred Flintstone tampers out. They're compacting all this. Maybe it's just me, I still fail to see the funnel shape. Well, some additional sand was brought in around all the perimeter. That's looking pretty good there. Although the overall shape is not really what I wanted. When we do that tank over there, I will show Tata how I want it done, because it's just something in the translation got lost. So Tata, in fact, is not going to be working tomorrow, and I'm not going to babysit the crew. So told them to stay home. Tata is going to be going to Tagbilaran in the morning to give blood. So the only crew tomorrow is going to be me. And I'm going to dig out the rest of this ditch. I'm going to make it connect here. and I'm going to put in the pipe if I have, I don't know how much energy I'm going to have tomorrow. My goal is to get this connected, bring this in at least to the wall, and if I'm feeling extra spry, then I will lay the pipe as well. And then Tatai and E-Boy, hopefully E-Boy, will be able to hit this on Monday. Now I don't know what the time frame is for when E-Boy is going to be back, when Ann is going to be released from the hospital. If it's just me and Tatai on Monday, then it's just me and Tatai. There is not an infinite supply of money, and while we're doing that, we can begin on this one, and I will at least do the setup on this second round tank so that it's much less labor intensive. All that soil in the center there, I know it may look like it's concave, like it's cone shaped, but it's really not. It's pretty much flat, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted it to look like a funnel. So about 8 inches of that soil right in the direct center should not have been put there. And then 6 inches here, 4 inches there, and the outside walls are correct. All that soil, and that probably amounts to, I don't know, 5 or 6 cubic meters. And I questioned Tatai about it a couple times every day for 4 days, and he said, I got it. It's going to be just what you want. I got it. I got this. And it ain't. This one's going to be done a bit differently. So I don't know how much get up and go I'm going to have tomorrow, but I'm going to at least get this ditch dug. Hey everyone, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.